But this is a video interview. A press conference. We're driving home from Palm Springs and we just left Gilroy and we're coming up to Highway 85. And we crossed Blossom Hill Road exit. And as we just passed the Blossom Hill exit, this car came from the right side. Well, I was driving in the slow lane, and this car came from the right side, went zooming down the on-ramp to 85 North, and then all of a sudden he whipped straight across the freeway.
Right in front of us.
Right in front of us. And I slammed on my brakes and it came back and he stopped right in front of us.
Yeah.
I was going about 60 miles an hour because it had been raining before that. But he stopped right in front and I was on my brakes going, and then fortunately I slowed down enough so that when I got to him, I hit him, but I didn't hit him very hard. But he was sitting there.
He didn't even move.
Yeah, he was
just sitting there.
The driver's side was facing me when I was coming in. And if I was going faster, I would have just wiped him out. But I stopped enough, and I pushed his car door in some, and the front of our car got pushed in a little bit. The license plate got bent down into the molding of the front grill, and so I stopped, and this guy moved out of the way, so I pulled over to the side of the freeway onto the shoulder, and we're looking around for this red car that had stopped in front of us, and he was gone. He took off someplace and he left. So Mom is calling 911, and then another car pulled over to the side in front of us, and it stopped for just a few minutes, I think, and then it left again. But when Mom talked to 911 operator, they said somebody called in the accident also. So it must have been the guy that pulled over. Mm-hmm. But he saw it. And so the 911 operator said we should get off the freeway, get off at the next exit, go into a parking area, and then wait for the police to get there. So we pulled over, and this was, I think, Santa Teresa exit. We pulled into the parking lot where the VTA buses come in, and I waited for the highway patrol. And he came, he took down the information, and we told him that we didn't have any information from the other driver because he didn't stop. And so I guess they filed a police report, but we haven't heard anything about that.
I know what he looked like. I can see his face clearly.
Yeah. He was a young kid.
Yeah.
With a
white guy with dark
crew
brown hair. No, dark brown hair. It wasn't a crew cut.
I thought it was a crew cut.
No.
But it was such a shock.
Yeah.
So no one was hurt?
Well, I don't think anybody was hurt. It didn't look like the other driver was hurt because I didn't push his door in enough. I don't think it
Well,
hurt.
Maybe it was crushed. We
could
don't
be,
know.
Yeah. He had a passenger, right? Mm-hmm. And so they
took off really quickly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any damage?
Yeah, we had damage. We called AAA the next morning and got a claim report filed, and then they told us to contact this body shop in Cupertino, talk to them, and they said they took all the information down, and they said they'll check with AAA, and then this was like, what was it, Thursday? Friday.
I don't remember.
It was Thursday, I think. And, because I went hiking the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still cost. It
Yeah.
still cost us
Yeah,
$250.
yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't covered.
and,
Your deductible, probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
deductible. So, but I went into the body shop to talk to them, I think on Monday, and he looked at the car and said it looked like the bumper was okay, but the grill was pushed in a little bit. They said there might be some internal structure that got bent from the accident. The hood was kind of askew, and he said that they'll check it when we bring the car in. So I took the car in Tuesday, and Wednesday it was done. It was really, really fast. They gave me a rental car from Hertz while the car was in the shop, and I only had it for a day and a half. It was good. They handled it very well. It cost $1,300, I think, or was it $2,300?
I don't
It's
remember.
$2,300, I think.
That sounds more like it.
And we paid $250 deductible, but they did that right away.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
We were driving along saying, "Oh, we'll be home by 8:30, and then when we get home, we'll get the mail. We'll do this. We'll do that."
I was a little tired because we had driven all the way up from Palm Springs.
Yeah.
It was like
8:30.
8 hours.
Yeah, 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Not the way you want to end a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, we were hit by that big.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it?
On I-5, we're on I-5 just before we get to the Pacheco Pass turnoff. This huge tumbleweed up here right in front of the car. It covered 2 lanes.
Yikes.
I hit it, straight on, and the thing stuck to the front of the car.
We had to get off the freeway
Oh,
so he
geez.
could peel it off
Dislodge
so we could
the
see.
tumbleweed.
And it
Like you
didn't.
see in the cartoons,
I
you know.
stopped and I backed off, but the thing was stuck to the car, so I backed off. So I had to get out the car, pull all the stuff out off the front of the car, and
jeez.
a bunch of it was under the car. I had to pull all that out.
I think you weren't meant to be on the road that
No,
day.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was an exciting trip back.
But we don't want those kind of exciting
No.
trips.
No.
That kind of excitement you can do without.
Mm-hmm.